I'm here with Daryl Mather of BUGCO, Chris Millward of BUGCO, and we're going to talk a little bit about termite bait stations. So, people ask, do termite bait stations work, and when are they appropriate?
Chris, I'll give you that one.
It's going to come down to the environment and the situation. Ideally, liquid treatments with Termidor HE, which is the best, is almost always the best way to go. But we have restrictions. If there's water near estuaries, anything with fish or aquatic life, obviously we're within 60 to 65 feet, we cannot apply that chemical. So in that case, bait stations would be great.
And why can't we do that? Because the label is the law.
The label is the law, and not only that, but we have to be conscientious of our environment. We like our children to enjoy this world too. Bait stations themselves, you got different kinds. You have monitoring stations, which are great because it lets us know there's termites in the area. And then when we do find activity, we do put a termiticide in that bait to help kill them. It's not as quick as liquid treatment, and really not as effective, but sometimes you have to do it. You also have issues with like Formosan termites. They can, once they get out of the soil and in your walls, they can find a moisture source and never touch the soil again. So how is a liquid treatment going to work there? They're not going back down to the ground. So in this case, you'd have to put a bait in the wall. And once again, it'll take longer to work, but in that case, it would be great. So baits do work, but they're not the most effective means for treatment.
Well, you want to touch on attractants versus repellents?
Yeah, that's another good point. So a lot of people like to do it themselves. They'll go buy these products at Home Depot or do-it-yourself pest control. And just because it says it treats termites on the label, it just means it kills them. That doesn't mean it goes through the colony. So what's great about Termidor HE, which is made by BASF, it's a non-repellent. They don't know it's there. It's a little bit more pricey, but there's a reason for it. You don't have to go back. Though you apply that properly, termites don't know it's there. They basically go through it blindly, and it kills them. If you use these off brands, I'm not going to say the other brand names. There's so many of them. They'll notice that their colony's dying here, and so they'll just work around, or they'll kamikaze their workers and build a tube right through it, avoiding the chemical, and get right back to the food source. So it's important that you use the proper chemical or go to a trained professional that knows what he's doing. Don't always go with the cheapest price guy. Look at what he's using, look at the chemical, look at the label. You always want to go with Termidor.
So Termidor HE is systemic, so it acts like a virus and it spreads it throughout the whole colony, correct?
Systemic, it means it goes through rooting systems.
Okay.
It works like a virus pretty much. If I get it on me and I touch Daryl, Daryl has it on him. Then he touches you, you got it on you. And it spreads that way. And they never even know they have it. They just slowly get sick and die. It can take anywhere from 3 to 6 weeks usually to kill a colony once they go through the Termidor.
And the Termidor lasts for a longer period of time, I guess. Is that right?
It's labeled for approximately 10 years, but it really depends on your environment. I mean, if you reapply it and then you replace your mulch bed here, it's going to be gone in that spot. If we get lots of rains, it'll bleach down a little bit, but it's been known to last about 8 to 10 years.
Okay. And when you apply a liquid barrier like that, and you call it, I think, the perimeter of protection around the home, part of the perimeter of protection, do you come back annually to check that as part of a termite protection?
We offer a lifetime warranty with annual warranty renewals, or if you use us quarterly, we'll break it down into quarterly payments. So, but like I said, not everybody does it. They trust the chemical. Some people renew, some people don't. The ones that do renew, like I said, it's a lifetime warranty. You sell your house, your neighbor gets, or whoever buys the house gets the warranty. So yeah,
so we
warranty
do have
our work.
transferable warranties in that regard. And then our quarterly termite pledge is what you were touching on.
Yeah.
So for qualifying clients, we can come out on a quarterly basis, do an inspection. And I don't like using the word insurance, but it's like an insurance policy. So long as you, as a qualifying client, keep it current and you find active subterranean termites, we can come and spot treat at no additional cost to you. So in this way, you're not paying a large sum up front, like with a full termite treatment or a partial termite treatment, but breaking it down over the life of the quote unquote policy or the pledge.
Okay. And we're talking about pest control in the Houston area here. are drywood, or I'm sorry, not drywood, but are subterranean termites the most common termites that you see in the Houston area?
So we have three kinds of termites. You have drywood, you have your native eastern subterranean, and then you have Formosan subterranean. The eastern subterranean are definitely the most common. The great thing is they don't do as much damage as fast as the Formosan subterranean. So yeah, eastern subterranean are definitely the most common in the Gulf Coast area.
But where are
Okay.
you going to find most of your drywoods at? So they're really prevalent in, say, the Heights and in town?
Seems to be drywoods we find a lot more common in the Heights area. Subterraneans we seem to find in suburbia, and then the Formosans we usually find along the coastline or in the more rural areas.
Is there anything else you want to add to that topic?
I can tell you something I recently learned. Formosan termites can eat 13 ounces of wood a day. So imagine how much lumber it takes to build your house. Let's say maybe 1,000 pounds of lumber. So in 1,500 days, they can literally eat you out of your house.
Wow.
So when you get Formosans, take it seriously.
Wow. Okay. Well, that's scary information, Chris. Thank you very much. Thank you all very much.
All right, thanks, Paul.
BUGCO, we make the bugs go.